once again. It's time for ChoiceTV Radio. Is it radio? Is it TV? Hey, it's both. With your host, Jon Marchese, award-winning executive producer and owner of ChoiceTV.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. I am so excited today for a couple reasons. First of all, because of my guest, which I'll introduce very soon. But I am joined today by my producer of ChoiceTV, Ryan Hicks.
Hey, everyone. I know, I'm finally on the microphone.
That's his big debut. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, hey, everyone. And Valerie, his mom, I hope is listening. I got your son on the air. I've been wanting him to help me host and maybe even do a couple commercials. So, Valerie, if you're listening, Ryan's here, safe and sound.
Yeah, I guess most people think of me as like Bigfoot because I'm always behind everything and nobody really sees a glimpse of me. So
you're behind the camera and now you're behind the microphone. So yeah, as Paul said, I am Jon Marchese. I'm executive producer and owner of ChoiceTV. What is ChoiceTV? We are a production company. We film business commercials for businesses small and large, from a doctor office all the way up to Yogurtland. We did the commercial for Great Wolf Lodge, big resort, indoor water park. We can rank the commercials on Google. We do promotion. We have a radio show. You can be on my radio show, and we have a good time, right, Ryan?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we make it very easy for the business owners. And, nowadays you need video, and that's what we do. So let me get right down to it. Again, very, very excited. Today, my guest is Cherise Mathews. She is a fitness trainer and instructor. She's been a trainer for over 25 years. No, you have not.
Hi, Jon.
Hi,
Absolutely.
Cherise. 25 years. She doesn't look like she's old enough to be 25 years, and I think we'll find out why in a little bit. She has worked with everyone from novice to Olympic athletes. Oh my gosh. And Cherise has built a very large international networking business with LifeVantage.
Yes.
That we're going to talk about, and is dedicated to helping others reach their potential and earn residual income. It's all about residual income, Ryan. Did you know that?
Absolutely.
Well, you're going to find out today. And she's happily married. She has 3 wonderful active boys, right? And currently lives in San Juan Capistrano. So, Cherise, welcome to ChoiceTV Radio.
Thank you, Jon. I'm excited to be here today.
I'm so excited to have you here. So let me ask you, Cherise. Let's get right down to it. You are an athlete. You are a mom. You are a successful business owner. How do you do it all? What's your secret?
I just keep going forward. It's crazy. It's fun. I do have 3 very, very active boys, and I have so much fun with them. And one of the reasons why I started a very large business, started it small and grew it large, was because I wanted to be with them. I wanted to be coaching soccer. I wanted to be, at the beach with them. I wanted to be and spend time with the ones I love the most. So that's one of the reasons. And as we move through this, I'm sure you'll hear a couple stories, a couple crazy stories with my fun kids. I just came up from the beach watching them at junior guards today, and we're having a good time.
Oh, and you're earning income. As you're talking right now, you are earning income.
That's the plan.
That's what I want to talk about. Okay, so let's get down to it. Your business is with LifeVantage, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, and how did you get into? Network marketing is huge. Tell me a little bit about that, because it is a network marketing business.
Absolutely. Yes. I want to tell you my story.
Please do.
For believe it or not, which you don't know, Jon, is that I was in insurance. I was an insurance wholesaler. I know, how boring.
What kind of insurance?
It was life insurance.
Oh, jeez. No one wants to talk about that.
Did you go knocking door to door?
No, not at all. I was calling on estate planners, but I was building somebody else's dream for a long time.
Right.
I was making my boss really wealthy. I made some good money, along the way, but I thought, no, I'm going to build my own dream, and I had a passion to make people healthier. And so I've always been in the fitness industry, and I said, that's it. I'm going to go on my own. I'm going to start a fitness training business, and I did. And what was really fun about it was I could make people healthier, and I started to grow that business, but it was work an hour, get paid an hour. And as I got more and more clients, it ate away at my time.
Sure.
So I was spending less time with my boys. I was trying to build my own dream, but spending less time with my husband and my boys. And I thought, okay, I have a plan. I'm going to charge more per hour. So I was charging upwards of $150 an hour, and it backfired on me because then they said, she must really be good. She charges a lot.
Oh my gosh. So and you were training people.
I was absolutely
You were
having a
training
great
people.
time.
Yeah.
Having a
So
great
as a
time.
way to decrease, you're like, let me charge more, and you actually got more
I
business
had more clients.
because they saw the value. If she's charging a lot, she must be good.
Yes.
Isn't that something, Ryan?
I mean,
That's how the world works.
you got to pay for the quality you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so then I really did enjoy it. I still do some training. I really enjoy it. But what I found was that there had to be a better way. I wanted to leave a larger footprint on human health. And I just thought I was getting to the point where I was shackled to staircases. Let's go run stairs again.
Oh, right.
And over, even though right here in Orange County, we have the most beautiful staircases by the beach. But it really got to the point there had to be a better way.
Sure.
So one of my very best friends, Carrie Dickey, she introduced me to this company, LifeVantage. And the first time I saw it, I was, to be honest, very skeptical. I thought network marketing, really, I was worried at the time about my reputation. What would people think if I was doing a company like this? Because a lot of people think these types of companies are for people that just can't get a job.
Right. Or like
Right?
Amway. People think, you're going to ambush them and try to sell them, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's almost like people go over to your house and they're like, I don't want to be in an intervention or anything.
And so
I
it does. It
know.
does. Yeah. So you were kind of skeptical.
I was definitely skeptical. And then I thought, hold on. I saw the lifestyles of some of these really successful network marketers,
Right.
and everybody would want the lifestyle of a network marketer. I mean, residual income. And that was something that caught my attention. A couple things did.
Right.
But one was residual income. Instead of working an hour, getting paid an hour, you build something that kicks off a residual income that pays you whether you're working or not. It's kind of like, I thought about J.K. Rowling's, and she wrote Harry Potter.
Sure.
She wrote it once, but she gets paid over and over. It's residual.
Yes.
So what if
Yes.
I could build something in the health field and really tap into human health and create a large footprint there that would allow me to get paid over and over and over. And what I found was that it was so incredibly possible because it's a science-based company with incredible products. So I started there, and it was really interesting because we're really in this share economy right now anyways. We're sharing our cars
Right,
with
right,
Uber, are we
right.
not?
Yes.
We're sharing our homes at Airbnb.
Yes.
We're sharing way too much of our lives on Facebook.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And so,
Instagram, all those.
Right.
Yes, and so it's the share economy. So what I realized was that this was not about sales. This is about sharing an opportunity and sharing something healthy for people. And I thought, I can do this.
Right.
I can do this. And so I looked even further. I dug a little bit deeper into this industry, and it blew me away. Did you know this?
What?
If I may.
Oh, yes, please.
The NFL, it's a large industry. In fact, it's almost a $10 billion industry.
Okay, right.
And the reason
That's
why
huge.
I know that is because my husband is a football fanatic.
Okay.
And then the movie industry
Sure.
is an $80 billion industry. Huge.
Yes,
We all
okay.
love to go see movies.
Right. That's right.
But the network marketing industry is a $182 billion industry.
$182 billion. That's like bigger than the NFL or the movies, right? Combined?
Absolute combined.
Yeah, wow.
Absolutely.
I don't have my calculator, so it's kind of hard.
huge.
Wow, so it's a huge opportunity.
Well, it's a huge opportunity, and also 475,000 people a week join a network marketing company.
How many? 400?
175,000.
Yes.
A week.
Right.
So it's not business as usual. This is where companies are moving to, because it's a way to get involved in your own business without all the overhead, without all the employees, without all the liability and everything that goes along with a traditional business. It's a very low barrier of entry, but you can build it as big big and large as you want to.
Right. But it's not, you got to work. I think a lot of people think it's easy. I see somebody like Cherise being successful. Oh, I can do that. And they're just all going to come to me because it's such a good product. But you got to work. Tell people about that.
Absolutely.
Jon. Tell us how it was. So you joined, you took a chance. Yes.
I took a chance, and I think my first check was $12.
Okay. All right.
It was, for a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think that is, you nailed it. One of the myths is that you can get involved in this company and you're just going to automatically make money.
Sure.
But I figured you're going to work hard anyways. Might as well be in a vehicle that's going to kick off residual income over time.
Right.
And so I started working and started sharing this one by one by one. It's kind of like all of a sudden it's compounding because 2 and 2 is 4 and 4 and 4 is 8 and 8 and 8 is 16, and it kept growing. And now 6 years later, I've introduced this to about 50 people that have said, yes, okay, I'm really interested. I want to do this with you, or just at least take the products.
Right.
And it's turned into tens of thousands of people in 8 different countries.
Oh my gosh. Like that commercial. And so on, and so on, and so on.
Or, you know what it reminds me of, Jon?
What?
This industry reminds me of, you're real excited about something and you're the heat underneath the popcorn pan and you start shaking it and nothing's happening, and all of a sudden the first one pops, and it's usually the bad one that'll crack a tooth.
Right.
It's just like not worth it. But you keep the heat on and you're excited and you know you're onto something big, and you keep shaking it, and all of a sudden pop, 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 and you cannot keep the lid on.
Right.
And that is what I have found with this.
When did it start popping for you? How long did it take before you said, you know what, I think Carrie helped me, and I think this was a good decision? When? How long?
Well, I'll be honest with
Yes.
you. I sat on this opportunity for a year and did nothing with it.
Okay.
I really didn't do much with it. And then as I started digging into the science with this, and really my belief went up.
Right.
And I really honed in on a few skills. You do need to really take this seriously and learn skills to do this business.
Yes.
And then it started to take off. So after really learning the business for a year, I started working it, and within 3 years, I was over a 6-figure income.
3 years, 6-figure income. Boy, that is incredible.
And it has sustained.
Well, let's talk about the company.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what company? It's LifeVantage, right? Tell
Yes,
me
it
about
is.
LifeVantage.
LifeVantage is a company that is very exciting because it's a science-based company that really has focused on products that are going to reduce oxidative stress in the body. That may sound like a boring topic, but
Right.
it fires me up because
What is oxidative stress?
I'm so glad
Tell
you
my
asked.
listeners.
Okay.
Yes.
If you cut an apple open, the oxygen hits it, and what does it do?
It turns brown.
It turns brown.
You don't want to
yes.
eat it.
No, because
really
it
fast, too.
oxidizes, yes.
It oxidizes.
And as we age, we naturally start to oxidize. We start to rust from the inside out.
Ugh.
Doesn't that sound terrible?
I know. Wait till you hit 40, Ryan. That rust really accumulates.
I think I'm already feeling it now.
Yeah.
How old are you, Ryan? Do you mind me asking?
28.
Okay, because
28.
someone told me that we're the best we're ever going to be at 24 years old.
It's downhill from here,
downhill.
Ryan.
I already passed that mark.
33 was actually really good for me. Actually, in my
Yes.
early 30s, but 40, ugh.
I know.
So, okay, you rust from the inside. Eek.
Right, so this just turns back the clock on aging. It starts to slow down that aging process.
And how?
And it's because Protandim,
Okay.
the product through LifeVantage, reduces that oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days you take it.
Oh, my gosh.
So to make
Yes.
it really simple,
Yes.
the formulator of the product, when I talked to him, he is the grandfather of all free radical biology.
Now, who's that?
Dr. McCord.
Okay.
And he made it simple. He said, when you eat a blueberry, it fights free radicals at the rate of 1-to-1, like a Dixie cup of water on a house fire.
Because blueberries are good for you. It's
Yes.
antioxidant. Yes.
Powerful antioxidant.
Yes. That's like one of the most powerful ones, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
kale.
And kale. Okay. And kale. All right. Kale's a little bit boring, but
Yeah.
okay. But
But
Protandim.
when you put Protandim in your body,
Yes.
your body turns on survival genes like a light switch, and they already know how to fight free radicals at the rate of 1,000,000-to-1. It's like putting a fire hose in every room of that burning house. So instead of taking antioxidants, you're making antioxidants.
You're making it. So wait, blueberries is 1-to-1. This is 1,000,000.
1,000,000-to-1. Your body has the survival genes to do that, and it's just upregulating those survival genes, turning the factory back on. Isn't that amazing?
That is. Ryan.
And it's just the
Yeah,
single pill. That's
take
$1 million.
one
Yes,
day.
actually,
So
I have a story about Protandim. A year and a half ago, I had fusion. I had my back screws and rods. I had a fracture in my back, and I was on Protandim, and had the surgery. 6 weeks later, I'm on the treadmill.
Wow.
And 2 weeks after that, 8 weeks after the surgery, I'm back to work directing 10 hour a days. And the doctors, it was one of the fastest recoveries. Now I'm taking Protandim, I take supplements, and I eat healthy. Didn't take many pain meds, and so there was a lot of combinations. But I think back to those days. The Protandim, it stopped that rust and healed, right? It helped me. I think it helped me heal.
Oh, absolutely. It's a natural anti-inflammatory as well.
An anti-inflammatory. And what, do you take it in the morning, the evening?
I take one in the morning. It's an Nrf2 Activator, activating those survival genes.
Okay, so Nerf is the
Nrf2, yes.
Okay, right.
And then they just launched an Nrf1 Activator. And what this does is that it restores any dysfunctional mitochondria in the cell.
That's the powerhouse of the cell. I took I used to be a physical therapist, so I know about that. It's important, Ryan. Your mitochondria is important.
Sounds like something a Jedi has.
It's the powerhouse of the cell. So what does the Nerf one do?
So it restores any dysfunction. And we know what dysfunction is, don't we?
Yeah, right.
If your mitochondria are dysfunctional, I would say that maybe we are dysfunctional.
right, because it does affect all areas, right?
Absolutely.
Your heart, brain, everything, right?
Exactly.
When you're not in proper
fact,
function.
I found out a little interesting fact. Did you know that 10% of your body weight is made up of mitochondria?
10%? Really?
Wow.
10% of your, that's how many cells we have in our body. And the mitochondria, the mitochondria in the cell.
It's a big proportion of the cell.
Right, so this restores any dysfunction in that mitochondria. So we're really excited. It's a science-based company, but people are getting tremendous results on the product. And we have a whole line of products that are based on that Nrf2 technology.
Right. And go ahead.
I was looking it up. It looks all healthy. Like all the ingredients are plant-based, I think is what I saw.
Yes.
There's like green tea and milk thistle.
Yeah,
and
what's in it?
5 plant ingredients that are all great on their own, which is green tea, bacopa, ashwagandha, milk thistle, and you just said the other one, green tea, milk thistle, ashwagandha.
I like
ashwagandha. And turmeric.
Turmeric.
Huge.
That's huge.
But together, in this perfect recipe, which we have a patent on, makes each one of these ingredients 18 times more potent.
Okay, so you just don't go out and buy those and just mix your own. I mean, this is the right combination.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I want to see the other product, hear about the other products. There's things for dogs, Ryan. There's skincare. There's a lot of things we can talk about. So I'll shoot it back to Paul.
And now back to Jon and his guest.
All right, I am with Cherise Mathews and my producer Ryan. We were just during the break. We were talking about the opportunity that this is, and Cherise is making a large 6-figure income, and her best friend who got her into this. Ryan, she's making a 7-figure income. I think, Ryan, you better not jump ship on me.
Where do I sign up?
I know. So tell me, I mean, there's a price to pay for everything.
Yes.
I mean, how do you manage making this money with the family, Cherise? I mean, how do you manage all this?
Well, that's a great question, Jon, because it does take work.
Yes.
This is not going to fall into anybody's lap. It is going to take work. But what I found was this, is that a lot of people's skills from any other business, they transfer over to what we're doing. So communication skills, listening skills. Mm-hmm. And what I found was this business is not a sales business. It's a service business. Mm-hmm. It's listening to what people need, whether they're in financial stress and they need to make more money or maybe a supplemental income, or their health isn't what they'd like it to be.
Right.
And so it's about listening to what they want and then helping them with what this can offer. And I'm really, really busy with my kids. I'll tell you, I coach them, I do everything else. And what I've learned is that this is a fun business. My kids could give a presentation along with me. They're in the back seat of the car. They're jumping around. They're in the house. They're jumping around, fighting. Who knows what they're doing? And we're still conducting business because it's just what you do. It's just, and so, in fact, a funny story one time.
Oh, boy. What happened?
If I dare.
Because you're busy. You're a mom. The kids are. I talked to. She's doing some PR for us. She had her 2 kids running around, and just every 2 minutes, quiet, because it's summertime, you know,
is.
and they want to talk to you, the mom, when you're on, or dad, when you're on the phone.
Yes.
And you have business to conduct.
Absolutely.
So,
and you know, whether you're a father, a mother, this was not my proudest mommy moment.
All right.
But my kids were jumping around and they were, you know, fighting. And I was on the call with a prospect and I was sharing this opportunity with her. And I asked if I could call her back. And I was in a panic to just make the chaos stop. Okay?
Right.
And so there just happened to be a big roll of duct tape.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Uh-oh.
So I decided you know, you only, you know, it's the whole, all of our moms have always had this conversation. Friends come and go, but you're only ever going to have your brothers, right?
Right.
And so I duct taped them together in a hugging position.
In a hugging position.
In a hugging position.
Oh, my gosh.
And I called the prospect back and I just said, she said, Cherise, this looks good and all, but I need to bring home the real bacon. Oh, and I said, well, you go ahead and bring home bacon. I'm going to bring home steak and lobster.
You should have been, I just duct taped my kids for you. Come on now. You know?
But really,
did she sign up, though?
She did not. And really what it taught me was this, is that this is a very serious business, is that this lends the opportunity to build a giant 6-figure or 7-figure income, but you have to take it seriously.
Yes.
Not that you have to duct tape your kids together. Okay?
You got to be passionate about it, right?
But you have to be passionate and know that this is a real viable business.
Yes.
You know, my husband has a very large business in the janitorial arena.
Ron, who was in one of he was a testimonial, and you.
Yes.
For Jeff.
Yes.
Exactly. For Jeff Hats. Yes. Okay.
And he has a very serious, viable, you know, successful business. But we have a blood pressure cuff in the pantry because he is stressed out all the time.
Right.
And he's got all the overhead and all the liability and all of the headaches that come with a very large traditional business. And then we look at our business with LifeVantage, and it is really, we don't have all the overhead and we don't have all the stress and we don't have all the employees. We just have a giant group of friends that we get to travel with all over the world.
That is incredible. And I like what you said about you bring what knowledge you have. Like maybe some people don't want to be face-to-face. They can use social media. They can use Facebook, YouTube. They can have commercials made by me or whatever. They can use that knowledge to gain prospects, clients.
Absolutely.
So, in fact, speaking of trips and stuff, and I want to hear about some of these trips and this Jeep. Tell the listeners about the Jeep. I mean, that's a great company, LifeVantage, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Well, I am okay. We get to travel all over the world, number one.
Where? I want to hear where.
We have traveled, let's see, the Mediterranean on a cruise, the Montage in Southern California.
Oh, that's expensive.
All
That's beautiful.
Paid.
Yes.
Wow.
I think my husband overdosed on lobster there once during the all-expense-paid trip.
Yeah.
The next big trip coming up is an incentive trip to Cancun. We also have a trip planned with the company to Lake Tahoe and some beautiful places.
Beautiful.
But one really fun incentive was let me back up just a little bit.
Okay.
I have a son. Let me start the story with this. I have a son that since he was 3 years old saw every Jeep Wrangler on the street, and he'd say, Mom, what is that car? I said, it's a Jeep Wrangler. He said, I'm going to save because when I turn 16, I want to buy one.
Really?
And he has been saving for a Jeep Wrangler ever since. Every little $5 he gets and he earns, he puts it in the savings account for a Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
So I ended up at one of our conventions with LifeVantage, and they had a big giant box on the stage, and it was something in that box. Nobody knew what it was. It was a big surprise. And they called up 55 of us elite distributors to the stage, and they they opened the box and there was a brand new Jeep Wrangler lifted 4-inch lift with giant wheels. It was done up in there. And I thought to myself, my son has been thinking about this for so long. He has brought this to our family.
Yes.
And they gave each one of us a sealed envelope. And they said, hold on to that. And I thought the key to that Jeep Wrangler is probably in mine, because my son has been thinking about this for so long. It's the power of attraction.
Right. Put it out in the universe.
So the CEO at the time said, go ahead and open up your envelopes, and we did. And I looked and it said, congratulations, that you own, this is the title to a brand new Jeep Wrangler. And I thought, what? And I looked at the girl next to me and she had a brand new title Jeep Wrangler. And the
Not
guy
just a
next
lease.
to me, yes.
Now tell people why that's important.
Well, because this is the first time in this industry that a company has given away the title to a car, not just a lease. This company said, we do not want to make a lease payment a burden if your business should fall a little and be a burden on your family. We just say thanks for earning this, and it is all yours. And so I called my son up to ask what color we should get. It was the coolest day ever.
Oh my gosh.
And we picked a silver, like a dark silver, and has a 4-inch lift with big giant tires, and my boys, I did not know all you could do with the Jeep Wrangler, but I'll tell you what, my boys, it's our beach car. We go and we take it to the beach all the time.
Isn't
and it's
that
incredible.
See, you put it out there, Ryan, and it comes back to you.
Yeah,
that is
definitely.
incredible.
Absolutely. So, and you know what I want to say though, is that in this process, John, is that what's more exciting that is I get to help others earn this Jeep. I get to help others earn income. It's not all about me, because their success is going to be my success. And so I believe I've become such a better person because I've learned how to be a leader and lead with my heart instead of my head. And I believe that in order to be successful in anything, you have to be in service to other people and listen to what their needs are. And then as more people you help, isn't it Zig Ziglar that said, the more people you help get what they want, then you're going to get what you want.
Wow.
And so we have had more fun bringing our friends, our family to this whole industry and helping them earn income, helping them earn Jeeps. I think the company now has given out, 75, somewhere in there, Jeeps. And if you don't want the Jeep, you can take a $25,000 cash prize.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's what separates you from the rest, because a lot of people who probably fail, it's just all about them, about the money.
Yes.
I'm looking at you, I see dollar signs. You want to help people, and if you help people, they'll come to you and they'll see that from you, right?
Absolutely. And I've detached myself from the outcome. I share this with passion. It's not for everyone. Think about this.
Yes.
If this opportunity was for everybody, it would be a pretty boring world. I'm so grateful that you do what you do so that we can do this right now.
Right.
I'm so grateful for people that are pilots that, we can go travel around the world.
Right.
So it's not for everyone. So this is the thing, is that I just detach myself from the outcome and I just share this with passion and with love. And if they take it, fantastic. If they don't, that's okay as well, because it may not be for them. But for the ones that see it, we're going to have fun.
Right. And tell the listeners about the idea of passive income, because it seems to me that you worked your tail off for a few years and now you just kind of manage it. You don't have to, you're not working as hard. That's very powerful.
Well, it is, but
and
I'll
I
tell
said
you
you're
something.
earning money right now. Tell me about that.
Well, what is exciting about that is that in my other career, being a personal trainer, if I work an hour, I got paid an hour. If I went on vacation, I did not get paid because I wasn't working. That is linear income.
Okay.
Work an hour, get paid an hour.
Right.
But residual income is very interesting because unless you have a giant lump sum of money sitting in a bank earning interest, that can kick off residual income, right?
Sure.
Or unless you are a recording artist, that will kick off after you make that song and you make that album, it'll kick off residual income. It'll pay over and over without, you really have to find another vehicle that can do that. And for the general population, there aren't that many things out there that will kick off residual income.
No.
But this will. So as I built up one by one, and those people one by one, every time anybody uses the product, the company says, hey, thanks for referring your friends. We're going to pay you for for it. And then it's very consumable. So they use it over and over, month after month. And so every time they reorder, the company says, hey, thanks for, referring your friends. We're going to continue to pay you for it. And then somebody knows someone in Idaho that knows someone in Colorado that went to school with someone in Japan. And then while I'm sleeping, someone in Japan is using the product, and the company is saying, hey, because you were the first one that started that all off, and we're going to pay all of you for that. And so it's really, if you really think about this, it's just the company holding back all the advertising costs they would have spent on bringing it to market in a traditional way.
Sure.
And they pay the word of mouth advertisers.
And that's really powerful because you're a testimony for it.
Well, thank you.
Right?
Yes.
And this is incredible too. There's products for animals, for dogs. So if people love dogs, you could just specialize in that, right?
Yes.
The dog. And there's skincare. What other products do you have besides the Protandim?
Well, we have Canine Health, like you said.
Canine Health
is for dogs. And
people spend a ton of money on more than their kids even.
We are very close where we're sitting right now to Fashion Island. And in Fashion Island, I've seen many people walk their little dogs with little diamond collars in their purses. And when we first came out with this product, I saw more pictures of people's dogs than their kids.
Sure. Oh, they love... Yeah,
and
it helps the dog. It helps stop rust, right?
Well, and you know what? Dogs actually age faster.
Sure.
They age 7 times faster than us. Right. And I've got a little dog named Honey. She's only 10 pounds, a honey bunny. I love her. And she's on Canine Health, and it's a big, big industry.
Yeah,
so
it seems like every dog has hip dysplasia and arthritis, and it's a big business. So
it's a big business.
If that's your passion, animals, and I'm sure maybe other horses or there's a lot of opportunity in that, right?
Absolutely, huge. But we also have the skincare industry, which is a monster industry.
Oh, okay.
And they were realizing that it was reducing oxidative stress in the body. Protandim was. So they said, let's take it, instead of just the inside of the body, let's take care of the outside of the body. And the skin is the largest
organ.
It's the largest organ, but it's the first line of defense.
Right.
We get bombarded by environmental everything. And so we came out with True Science. And True Science is a skin line that reduces all the oxidative stress from the skin, and it is fantastic.
Like you put it right on your skin, and it helps with that right there.
Helps there. So that's True Science. Then we came out with weight management, and weight management, that's my industry right there.
Yeah, right.
And it's really about managing healthy weight and the probiotics and fat burner, and these products work. And then one other product I'm real excited about is called Axio. Everybody wants energy.
Yes.
How many
everybody's
times?
drinking coffee and living on Starbucks. Yeah, Monster.
And it's really some of those energy drinks are unhealthy energy. This is smart energy. It's brain energy. It helps with concentration and focus, and it's all natural. And you just put some in your water, and you're on on for the rest of your day.
Have you taken it today?
I've had 2.
And she's a bundle of energy. Oh my gosh, this is.
So we have some
Ryan, I know you have some questions.
Yeah. So I grew up playing sports, and this actually caught my eye when I was looking up Protandim and LifeVantage. So is it true they're the sponsor for the Utah Real Salt Lake MLS team?
Yes. They are.
That's awesome.
In fact, you'll see LifeVantage across their jerseys, and it's really given us worldwide recognition now. And yes, Real Salt Lake, they are actually on the products themselves.
That's amazing. Yeah, soccer, I think, is probably the biggest growing sport in the States right now, especially with the Copa America that's going on. The United States, I think, is playing in third place game today. But yeah, that's a huge, huge thing. And then so I know with you mentioned the NFL earlier. Some of these players are always looking for something that's going to give them an extra boost or something that's going to help with rehab time or anything like that. Can they take Protandim?
Absolutely. Yes. We are certified, so we can. They can take it, and of course they have to always, in a situation that if they're ever worried about. Performance enhancing anything, this is all natural, and so they would have to check with someone to make sure. But this is all natural. It's 5 plant ingredients.
Yeah, I was going to say it seems pretty natural. So it might be good for everyone.
Yes. I can't think of anyone it's not.
I know. And who's the president of the company? Is there like a leader?
Darren Jensen.
Darren Jensen. And you know Darren Jensen? He knows you.
Absolutely. No, we have the best marketing team because whenever you're looking in this industry,
right,
you want to not only choose this industry you can choose, but you want to look at the whole company as a whole. Mm-hmm. So not just the distributor base,
right,
but also who's running the company.
Sure.
And we have the best marketing
Tell me about
team
Darren.
out there.
Yeah, tell me.
Darren Jensen, and we have a couple others that were on his team.
Who?
My gosh, Justin Rose.
Let's give him a shout out.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Justin. Hi, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
And they have come over with so much network marketing experience in this industry, and they have really taken. We're traded on NASDAQ.
Really?
LFVN.
Wow. Oh, no way.
And the stock price has been going through the roof right now. I think it closed out yesterday somewhere around $14.
Oh my gosh.
A share, and so we are a publicly traded company, and I know Darren has really been moving this in the right direction. So we're excited where the company is going. Nobody even knows about it yet, and so we're getting the word out.
Well, that's where the opportunity lies. You get the word.
Absolutely.
You get the word out there. In fact, I want to ask you. I asked all my guests, what would you say? You're a successful businesswoman. What would you say to somebody that is in business and maybe struggling their first year? Or what advice would you give?
Well, John, this is the advice I would give for anybody in business.
Okay.
Is that most people overestimate what they can do in the first year of business. They have these huge goals, and we're going to take it, and we're going to run with this, and we're going to be big in the first year. But they grossly underestimate what they can do in 3 to 5 years. And if you can really just stay consistent and you have the right vehicle and you're ahead of a trend, for instance, my son didn't know what a payphone was, so I hope you're not selling payphones.
Right.
But as long as you're in an industry that is ahead of the trends and you're in the right vehicle, stay consistent and you'll be amazed at what could happen in 3 to 5 years. Yes. And that's really what I want to say for anybody in business is look long term, head down, work hard, and as long as you're in the correct vehicle, you can make it happen.
Oh my gosh. Hear that, Ryan?
Yeah, sign me up. I want to start
no.
selling.
No. I don't want to lose my producer and cameraman. No, but like she said, it's not for everybody. You have to seriously consider it. And but it sounds like if you have a family, you want to earn that residual income, you like helping people, right?
And get rid of the boss and be your own boss.
And be your own boss.
Right,
Isn't
let's
that
have
something?
fun.
Well, Paul is flagging me down. We're going to take a quick break and come back and wrap up.
Wow, such energy in the room here as we wrap up with your guest here.
I know. I want some of that energy drink. What's the name of it, Cherise?
Axio.
I like that. Oh, well, this has been... We've learned a lot, Ryan.
I have.
We've learned that you can work hard, you can help people. LifeVantage has some great products. Now, if somebody says, I want to do that, I want to give it a try, I want to talk to Cherise, where would they go?
Well, they can get a hold of me at Cherise Mathews at Cox.net.
Now, how do you spell Cherise? Because sometimes I put a S and a C. Let's spell it out. C-H. Go ahead.
Yes, CherisMathews at Cox.net. Cherise Mathews at Cox.net.
Okay, so email Cherise and then a website, right?
Yes, my business is Believe Inc. As I always believe, you can do anything you set your mind to. So my website is Believe Inc., which is INC at .lifevantage.com. BelieveInc.lifevantage.com. Can I give a shout out to my family, please, John?
Yes, I want to hear. Yes, please do.
Well, my family has been so supportive. My husband, Ron, he's my soulmate. We laugh every single day. We have so much fun. Yes. And we have 3 amazing boys, Isaiah, Christopher, and Luke, that are always asking when the next trip is so we can all go on a trip together. But they're really supportive, and I love my family. I want to give them a shout out. And also, also, I want to give a shout out to one of my best friends, Carrie Dickey, who introduced me to this opportunity. She has been a mentor, she has been a friend, and we have way too much fun. We laugh way too hard together all the time. And also, I want to give a shout out to my whole entire team in LifeVantage because they, without them and without all the hard work they've put in, I wouldn't be where I am. And so they have just really stepped it up as well.
It's incredible. And what started 6 years ago?
Yes.
You have, how many people do you have under you now? Can you even venture?
Over 22,000 people.
22,000 people.
Yeah, and growing. Growing.
Okay, let's name them all.
Seems like a lot of Christmas cards to send.
Yeah, that's a lot of Christmas cards. Well, Cherise, I appreciate you being here. Did you have fun?
This is great.
Did you have fun?
This is great. Thank you.
Ryan, did you have fun?
Oh, I sure did.
He's over the hill. He's over 24. So,
I know. I'm already on the downhill now.
Valerie, I think you did really good. So again, if you want to get a hold of Cherise Mathews at Cox.net and her website, believeinc.lifevantage.com. I met Cherise a couple years ago at Dr. Grish and Dr. Polney's office, and we stayed in contact. I'm on Protandim, and it's been wonderful. And if you're looking if you're out of work, which a lot of people are, you're looking for an opportunity, you think this is right for you, give Cherise a call. So
thank you, John.
Just want to thank you for being here, and Paul, wrap it up. I'm giving it to Paul. I caught him off guard.
It?
Yeah, that's it for the Choice TV radio show. Next week, comedian Ian Bagg will be here. Well, I actually taped it a week ago because I'm going to be on vacation myself, and so he'll be here. And then the week after, we're having Robert Tranchina of ALS Limo is going to be in, and Dee London, his partner in crime, and she is actually owner of ALS Limo as well. And she's a singer, and she's a PhD, so that's going to be an interesting...
Those are going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in every Thursday, 1 p.m., Choice TV Radio, and we'll see you next time.
Well, you heard it. It's Choice TV Radio. Every week, right here in Orange County's only community radio station, OCTalkRadio.net.